Could parents really be incarcerated for cutting meat from their kids' diets? This sounds absolutely crazy, but those controversial plans were recently put forward as an idea in Italy as a way to curb certain vegan parents from imposing strict food restrictions on their young children. So the proposed law would legally hold responsible parents for feeding children a diet devoid of elements essential for healthy and balanced growth. It proposes jail sentences of 1 year for vegans, up to 4 years if the kids have permanent health problems, and up to 7 years if the child dies as a result of a vegan diet. This would apply to kids under 16. You know, first of all, I'm shocked. I've never heard of anything like this. The only part that I could understand is there are a lot of different ways to eat, many of which can be incredibly healthy, but if you do eat a restricted diet, you just need to know what you're doing. That's the only part of this is anyone's watching, just like, you know what you're doing. Vegan can be so healthy, but you do have to know what you're doing with the kid.
You have to know what you're omitting from the diet that you then have to somehow supplement.
Right.
Obviously, animal-based food, so, you know, meat, fish, dairy, eggs, they're extremely high in healthy proteins and fats and certain vitamins. Particularly, for example, it's been shown in some studies that 92% of vegans are low or deficient in vitamin B12 because it's not really found in plant-based diets. So as a parent, you have to think, okay, I know these things about the way I am planning to feed my children, and I'm going to supplement and make sure all the nutrients are there, and that's it. How you impose jail time for doing it improperly is a little bit...
I wonder if there are some farmers that raise cattle in Italy who are pushing this law forward to force people to eat more meat.
I mean, it's crazy, isn't it? A well-rounded vegan diet is for sure on a whole healthier than the average American diet. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I think obviously this is occurring in Italy and the diet there is different than here in America. But the one thing I will say, in 2015, this did happen. An Italian court ordered a divorced mother to stop feeding her 12-year-old son a vegan diet because his father complained that it was stunting his growth. So there are some legal precedents in Italy for restricting the way parents can feed their kids. But the one thing I would say is, I don't think you need a new law in place for anything like this. Look, if you're a parent and you are knowingly not giving your child certain nutrients, well, that is neglect. But to me, what's bothersome is that they're specifically attacking vegan parents. That to me is troublesome.
I wonder if that lady proposing the law actually had vegan parents herself. I think this is retaliation.
Really
Right.
Well, and the takeaway for any parent out there watching is if you go on a certain diet for yourself and for your children and it's new to you, make sure you research it, understand it. Know that if you go with a certain type of diet, you may be missing certain nutrients. Just make sure you're getting all the nutrients, especially for your kids, that they need to grow and be healthy. We'll be right back.